Okay, B team, we're back, and we have our best bets for the upcoming divisional round.
Best bets. We were good last week. We were good. Up money.
2-1.
2-1. Props went. I think we ended Mike Tomlin 500.
You did great.
I
You did a
started
great job
hot,
with
ended
the
cold.
props.
Started hot.
Oh yeah.
ended
By the way,
cold.
wait. Talk about your betting story. You got to talk about.
Oh
this with
yeah,
guys.
let's get into this. So best bets. One of my best beats of all time. So the other night, I'm looking at this game, huge Villanova guy, and I'm like, there's no way we're at Marquette. We're not that good. Justin Moore's back, so he's going to play a lot. He's been a shadow of himself. I'm taking Marquette -5.5. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, 20. Let's put a little 20 beaner on it. We got to coach the kids. We'll win a little dough while we're coaching. Well, this guy accidentally put one too many zeros. Put 200 on this game when I meant to put 20. That is quite the difference. And when I tell you the kid was shaking, after he placed this bet because it was on FanDuel when you click it, it's like it deposits and places it. Well, I didn't realize it was 200 until it was way too late. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh my god, what did I just do? Oh my god. Because it was low key, like in the back of your mind, whenever you bet against your team, it's like a spite bet. But it's like okay to throw $10-20 on your team, like the other team.
We call it dirty money.
Yeah, like all right, you throw $10-20 on the other team, perfect. 200 is a problem. That is a problem. And so the whole beginning of practice, I'm pissed. This game's close. I'm pissed. I'm like, I got these poor kids like. They're having fun. I'm sitting. I'm like stressed about this game. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! Like, there's no way I just did this. Well, Marquette pulled through, and we won. We won a big bet. We won a quick 195.
-5.5 is such a scary spread too.
It was not fun because that game was a 5-point game, 6-point game for a while, and I just kept checking my phone during training. Like, I'm sure, like. Hopefully no parents listen to this, but they probably thought I was on my phone way too much that practice at the beginning. But I just kept acting like I was checking the time, like, oh, we're going to switch to this. Every time I did, oh, we're going to switch to this. And when that game ended, I tell you what, I was the happiest person in that building.
You had a great Saturday.
Those kids had a great training session after that win.
Wait, when was that? Was that yesterday or Sunday? That was yesterday. Yeah,
Yesterday.
You had a great fucking weekend.
Incredible.
Well, besides the Cowboys.
Incredible. No, but that made up for the Cowboys. I'm not going to lie. Until the next day when then I saw people and they brought it up again. But, no, that was terrifying but really fun.
So I had something like that happen to me, but it was like purposeful. It wasn't on accident. So
that's very different.
But hold on. When we're talking about dirty money here, when you bet against your own team,
okay.
It was one of those like, oh, new customer, like you get $1,000 risk free, or it was like 500 risk free on us.
Yeah.
First bet, dude. This is when the Jets had Flacco. They were playing the Cardinals. The Cardinals were -6. I took $500 risk free. I put it all on the Cardinals -6. It smacked. It smacked, bro. They won by like 3 touchdowns. I was like, let's go.
That is the greatest feeling in all of sports. I swear to God.
Listen,
like, your team winning the Super Bowl will never, maybe, but it's very close to the euphoria you get of winning that accidental $200 supposed to be 20 beaner bet.
The accidental, like that's a nice feeling, but like. I don't care if it's dirty money. Like, Ponty always risked me for that. Like, dude, how are you going to bet against your own team? It's like my dad always said, bet with your head, not your heart.
Uh-huh.
And I don't care if I bet against my own team. Are you kidding me? Like,
no,
they've made me bet against my own team. Like, what am I going to bet for them? Like, it's like a King of Staten Island when, like, Pete Davidson is like, who takes the Jets? And Bill Burr's like, the Jets are going to be back. Like, no, they're not. No, they're not. Like, dude, like, it's the truth. So... congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a massive win. And I always do that in the NFL season. At least 150 to 200. Yep. I pick one game.
Yeah, you told me.
And then I roll from there.
Yep.
We're going to do that next year. So
scare money don't win money. You told me that.
You found it out.
You told me that.
Firsthand, you found out.
You told me that.
Congratulations. Proud of you.
Thank you.
It's a great win. How much did you withdraw, by the way? Or is it still lingering?
So I did a spite bet against the Eagles in the hopes that they would lose, but I took them -3 just in case. I put $50 on that. But you know what? Whatever.
I did say Bucks money
Up
line at one
140.
point.
No, I wanted the Bucks to win. Don't get me wrong. But this was one of those, like, if the Eagles win, it's going to be miserable because all the fans are going to be there.
But
I
you'll
need
still win money.
Give me a win. And it was like plus 250 or something. So, like, we would have been.
You'll take your
yeah.
wins.
Like that's something I can go buy something to make me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
That was good. It's a good day. Well, shall we?
We shall.
All right. What are we getting into first?
Mortals. Let's do
Mortals?
it.
All right. All right. So I won last week. Mike won last week. Gas, I'm sorry for my team. They almost covered at the end. 14-point loss. So I have first pick, regular season champ, NFC East champion. My pick this week, Detroit Lions. Shout out to Mr. Monroe.
Congratulations,
Detroit Lions, -6. Congrats on your win this week.
Amazing.
Let's get another
31
one. 31
years
week.
it's been.
That
31
was
years.
crazy. Shout out
for
Jared Goff.
Shout out Jared Goff.
What a guy.
Yep.
But over to you, Mike.
Dude, I mean, why would I shy away from this? This is what you did with the Cowboys in the regular season, and you were winning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Chiefs money line,
and
it's probably plus odds.
Yep.
Again.
Yeah, because
like
Bills are minus
2.5. Yep.
Chiefs are plus 120 money line.
Dude, that's
Love
easy money. You're taking them money line, man. I don't care if it's their first road game. They're ready to go. The Chiefs money line is your for sure bet.
I like it.
Get after it.
I like it, and they looked very good this week. Very good. All right, guys, over to you.
Now, what I was going to do, I was going to take Buffalo
Shit.
money line. But I hated that bet.
Thank you.
Stop taking bets that I hate.
Good. That's smart. Not going to blame you for the Cowboys loss.
Over in the Houston-Baltimore game.
I like that.
Over 43.5.
That was my second.
43.5? Wow.
43.
See, Gassy, now I'm scared because the last time we did that, like, I was going to take them, I lost. So hopefully we could break the curse. Chiefs are going to win over in that game.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I like all of our picks this week.
I mean, we went 2-1.
Honestly, I looked at all those picks, and all three were on my little board. But I had to ride with Brendan, -6.
I think even if Houston gets blown out, that Baltimore may end up putting up 43.5 on their own.
I love that. I love that confidence.
Yeah.
The only reason why I took the Chiefs.
I wish I didn't have that confidence last week.
It's because I have this bet down. The Chiefs are going, man.
Yeah.
They're going to make it.
And then we're going to cash out.
And we're going to cash out.
Then we're going to cash out.
We're going to cash that bet. We're going to come back and we're going to cash it out. Maybe like $400. That would be so nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that'd be brilliant.
But their cash out right now is pathetic.
Brilliant.
They just beat the Finns in the division round. Now they're moving on, or the wild card. Now moving on to the divisional round. The cash out is $117. I put $100 down. $117.
$17 up.
Bunch of BS, man. Chiefs money
Just
line.
let them get to the championship.
I feel like Nick Wright right now,
Yeah.
and I don't like Nick Wright. Yeah, I don't like
place to
it,
be.
man. I
Bad
really
place to be.
don't.
You're in a sling. You feel like Nick Wright. You just went through a week of people calling you Sal.
Yeah, dude, I've had a rough couple days, man.
Bad week.
I've had a really rough week so far, but here we're still here, and I don't know what's gonna happen next. I don't know which reel's gonna blow up. Might be the Steelers one, and then there's gonna be a whole new slew of freaking Steelers fans coming at me like, this guy looks like freaking Quinn from freaking The Practical Jokers. And you know what's funny? I watched a video on Sal Volcano, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of do look like him a little bit.
When we were at the bar the other night, Alexa pulled up pictures of Sal, and I'm not kidding. It was spitting images. That you
Is it
guys
because he's
were
got like a beer
identical.
belly and he's got a freaking beard and like, stop fat shaming,
no,
bro.
It was just like looking at your faces. Very similar. Very similar features.
Did you know he's from Staten Island? All
Yeah.
those people?
Yeah.
A lot of guys looking like that coming out of Staten Island.
Makes sense. I bet.
A lot of pizza
all right,
and
let's move on.
wings and
What are we getting into? Are we doing rapid fire or prop
cannolis.
bets? What do the people want? God, all right.
Yes, like
The mic probably didn't pick that up.
I hope it didn't.
that was the most like straightforward answer that I've ever heard in my life, dude. That was the rapid fire right there. Can I say it? Can I just say what he just said? Oh my God.
Next week we're doing a Staten Island rapid fire. All three of us.
We should know. You know what we should do?
We're coming back.
We should go down there and we should do some pizza reviews because Portnoy has not reviewed all of them. Like the pizza's delicious. I will get you to all the good places.
We'll be the kings of Staten Island.
Wow, guys,
All
that
right,
was so
let's-
fitting.
Are we doing
awesome.
the rapid fire after that? or-
I'm ready. I'm
All
ready for the rapid fire.
Here we go. I need Halo music.
Halo music.
Halo
Let's keep
music.
it going.
We're going again. We did a good job last week.
We're rocking with. Did I
Ready
do
for
a
this?
good job?
Do you know who Sketch is?
No.
Sketch, the Madden player. He keeps going like this. He goes, "I'm the opposite of goodwill. I'm bad will. I'm your worst enemy." Dude, that kid's insane, and
So
he's
he's
actually
not
good at
goodwill.
Madden, which makes it funnier.
I mean, it's the worst sports game ever. Actually, no. I would say between 2K and Madden, those are the worst ones. But people still buy it every year. I don't get it. I'll rank the sports games.
Ready,
too.
Mike?
Let's go.
Divisional round. Welcome to Mike's rapid fire.
What a sling.
Game 1. Texans. Timeout on the floor. Timeout. 30-second. We are doing over-unders this week.
Yes.
Play
Both.
ball.
Spread and over-unders.
Play ball. Texans at Ravens, -8.5. The Ravens are favored. Over-under is 43.5.
I want Houston and I want the over.
Very nice. Game 2. Packers at 49ers, -9.5. Over-under is 50.5.
Over. And you know what? Give me the Niners here.
Bucks at Lions, -6.
I got to ride with the
Over-under
Lions.
48.5.
Lions. And we're going to go under.
Chiefs at Bills, -2.5. Over-under is 45.5.
Chiefs and the under. Very simple. Those are 4 wins right there.
And that is your rapid fire.
Thanks for the Halo Reach theme song. Or probably Halo 3. If I lose, we're going Skyrim next. It's over after that.
Brilliant. Brilliant stuff, Mike. Every week you just come in hot.
Dude, I had my mind set on everything. I looked, did a little studying, and we're going right off the bat there. Like, simple.
Yeah.
But we got your player props now.
Mm-hmm.
And your player props went over 500, so you pretty much are Mike Tomlin. What do you got this week? Because me and Gas are intrigued.
People are starting to call for my job, actually. Steelers fans, actually.
Of course they are.
500 is not good enough.
Wait.
All right.
Did Najee hit the over? He did.
No, he didn't.
He did
Only
not?
12 rushes.
Wow.
Yeah. Warren and him kind of split, which didn't help. And which is crazy because Warren hasn't been splitting that much. He's been getting a lot of screen passes and stuff, and I don't know. That's kind of messed up. I think Mike Tomlin knew what he was doing. He heard the rumors that we were saying and came at us.
Mm-hmm.
But to each their own. On to the prop bets. We were 500. Mike Tomlin. Prop bet number 1. Well, actually, game number 1, I should say. This is the game of Gus Edwards. There's a couple games here that's the game of one player. This is the game of Gus Edwards.
Staten Island product.
Anytime touchdown plus 120. He has got 13 touchdowns on the season, scored in 50% of the games, and did not score last week against the Steelers.
There you go.
We are also going to go with his over 45.5 rushing yards at -114. Hit rate is 64% on the season. His last 5 games at 60%, 3 out of 5. The Texans allow 96 rushing yards per game, and the Ravens usually rush for around 150. So I like that line, especially because when you look at it, you think Lamar's probably going to take up a load of that. And, I think he gets at least 50, to be honest with you. Expect the Ravens to run the ball a lot because I will think, just like you said, they're going to score a lot of points and we'll be winning this game. Prop bet number 3, we're going to go Aaron Jones under 74.5 rushing yards, -114. The 49ers only allow 89.5 yards per game on the season, and I think that this is getting a little too crazy, to be honest with you. He's gone since Christmas every game getting 100+. There's no way that this keeps up. He's playing the 49ers this week. The 49ers are coming in hot. I think the 49ers steamroll them, and he's going to get shut down. He might get 70 yards, but he ain't getting 75. Next one, Baker Mayfield over 241.5 passing yards. I don't know. I have no stats to back this up, to be honest with you. I just think Baker's going to have to sling the ball if they're going to have a chance, and he's been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm riding that one without stats. If you want stats, you can go find them yourself.
I'm taking that.
Might take you a different route, but we're taking the over 241.5. Baker Mayfield to throw an interception, ironically, is also one of my others.
Nice.
He has 10 on the year and hasn't thrown one in multiple weeks, and the Lions need a takeaway. I mean, they didn't get one last game, and their team built on takeaways. This defense owns the takeaway department. They usually get 2 or 3 a game, and they had 0 last week, so expect one. And let's hope it's not a fumble. Let's hope it's an interception. Staying at that game, Jahmyr Gibbs over 21.5 receiving yards. The Bucs love to rush the quarterback, and I think that might cause Goff to check down the Gibbs, throw a few screen passes, and Gibbs is shifty. He can create plays out of nothing, and I think 21 yards is not something that's hard for him. I could see him getting up towards 30 or 40 if the Bucs come out and rush the quarterback. Another one, and this is kind of out of left field, and a lot of people are going to shake their head at this one, but Cade, is it Otten or Oten? Otten. Honestly, I'm only taking this because I thought he was fantastic last night. Over 25.5 receiving yards, minus 114. He's coming off a great game, like I said. He had 8 for 89. Baker was looking for him, and he hit this mark in 50% of his regular season games this year. He's 1 for 1 in the playoffs at 100% hit rate. So that's all you really need to know. So 25.5 receiving yards should be easy for my guy. Last game. This is the game with Travis Kelce. I'm starting to think Taylor Swift is getting pissed at him because she doesn't look happy in the box as often. I know she was freezing really cold in that game, and she has to deal with Brittany Mahomes and Jackson Mahomes, but now she's going to have Jason Kelce's smelly ass in there. He needs to...
Chill. I met him.
No, he's a good guy, but he probably hasn't showered. He probably went straight to the game. So he's a Philly guy. Travis Kelce, anytime touchdown, plus 125. He has not scored in 7 weeks. He has not scored a touchdown in 7 weeks. Taylor Swift's getting mad at him for that. Kelce needs to score. It's embarrassing to wear the jacket every week when he doesn't score. Shout out to Kyle's wife. He made the jackets. Travis Kelce, over 60.5 receiving yards. Big game player, big game moment. Pat is his best friend and will throw to him every play, just like we would if we were playing backyard football.
I'm right.
So I don't have any numbers for that one. I just really think Travis Kelce needs to catch more than 60 yards for them to win this game.
Maybe this is the 8
That
for
is all.
111 and a touchdown game for Kelce.
Yeah. That's what we need. That would be great if we can finish the week off like that, get a touchdown, get yards, and we just go into Monday extremely happy. The Eagles aren't playing. The Cowboys aren't playing. It's a fantastic week for everybody. America's happy. You get to watch America's team, the Buccaneers, play, and it's going to be fantastic.
I like the potential matchups for next week and this week too.
Yeah.
I think Detroit Bucks is a phenomenal game.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people are writing off the Bucks, but people wrote off the Lions last week. Everybody was on the Rams money line.
They were.
I took
that was too
with
juicy.
the spread.
Yep.
Which was a great
Very
pick.
smart. Very smart.
I think Houston and Baltimore is a very underrated game too.
Mm-hmm.
I think Houston is.
I think a lot of people thought Houston was dead when all those injuries occurred.
Yeah,
And
no,
that's
they're
just not the
very much
case.
alive right now.
Not the case.
CJ
Same with the
Stroud
Packers.
is him, Matthew.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
Chiefs, Bills, same.
I
shit.
have another player prop that I'm not adding to my card, but if you would like to take it, go for it. Christian Watson's line is 21.5 yards. He's coming off a hamstring injury. He only got 1 target last week. He caught it for 8 yards. I'm not saying he's going to get this, but Christian Watson is an explosive player. There's always a chance that he could go for 80. That's a line that if you just want something because you're bored during the game, go for it. Okay, back to you.
The spreads on those games too, which I hate because you got 2 bye teams, the Niners and the Ravens, with almost a 10-point spread. I mean,
Touchdown plus.
you know how I bet. I would take those points, but something about the Packers and the Niners where, listen, one of those teams, either the Ravens or the Niners, are going to come out flat. They're going to come out slow, and either the Packers are going to be up on them or Houston's going to be up on the Ravens.
And both teams sat everyone, I believe, week 18.
Yeah, so it's why I think the Niners are going to cover is because you could sit that defense for the whole year and they're gonna still be lights out. Like and so are the Ravens. The Ravens are the same way, but I don't know, man. Like, but you can't just go two favorites there. It's not gonna work. There's no way that both of those teams cover. I think for me, I think the Niners are the team that does cover. I think Brock has had a lot of hate on him. I think he comes out gunslinging and just Christian McCaffrey, Debo, they're healthy, man. Everybody's healthy and they're
So I'm going to ask you a question here.
pounce on the Packers.
Am I crazy for thinking that neither of those two Saturday games will be the Super Bowl winner?
One of the Saturday games?
Texans, Ravens, Packers, 49ers. Am I crazy for thinking that the Super Bowl winner is coming out of the Sunday games, Bucks, Lions, and Chiefs, Bills?
No.
I genuinely think
it's it's 50-50
on
shot.
either side, I think that the Lions or whoever wins that Chiefs-Bills game will win the Super Bowl.
It's funny that we were always like kind of hating on the Bills, but like I'm still like I know they're good, but how much longer are you going to depend on Josh Allen to just go absolutely berserk?
Dude,
and he is rolling right now.
But it gets him to this point every year. It gets him the championship games every year. Eventually, you have to think he's going to break down the wall. And currently, their odds are third best in the league to win the Super Bowl at plus 490. That's a substantial difference from Kansas City plus 700.
I think the Bills beat the Chiefs this year, right? I think they played each other and they actually won.
Bills won. That was a Kadarius Toney game.
That was a Kadarius Toney game. I think the Chiefs are just. I know I sound like a typical like Chiefs lover, but it's every year, bro. Like
I don't think so. What would make you think that?
Because I've bet them the last 2 weeks and I have $100 and then win the Super Bowl. And I don't respect Mahomes whatsoever. I said this in the elf costume. I hate Patrick Mahomes. But his Kermit Frog ass keeps winning games and keeps getting to the AFC Championship game. How could I not? At 950 plus 1,000 odds? How could I not take that? I will listen. I will never take the number one seed with like plus 125 odds to win the Super Bowl. That's not value for you.
I'm going to take a future prop
This is the
right
Jets.
now. Just looking through this. Jared Goff, Super Bowl MVP.
So you could bet the Super Bowl MVP right now.
Plus 1,200. You want to know who has
Well,
the
you know
worst
it's gonna be
odds on the book?
The worst?
Yeah. Take a guess.
Okay, wait. Let
Green
me.
Bay Packer.
The worst odds on the book. I'm gonna say Jordan Love.
No, Jaden Reed.
Jaden Reed. Nice.
75,000.
Holy hell.
Yep. Dalton Schultz has 75,000 too. Shouts to him. Who'd you say? Jordan Love?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got seventh best odds. Yeah.
No.
3,400.
34. That's still pretty good.
Lamar
odds.
Jackson, Brock Purdy are plus 320, 370. Josh Allen's third at 600.
So real quick before we wrap up here, let's talk about. I'm more intrigued because I still think the AFC, like Super Bowl predictions here, I think it's going to be either the Chiefs or the Ravens. I think it's pretty straightforward. The NFC is a different story. I think you have your Niners as the favorite here to make it all the way, but I think you can go. I can go to anybody. Any team can win and make it all the way.
Yes.
Who and Gassy, you can chime in here too. Like, who would you think is the strongest team to come out of the NFC? And you can obviously include the Niners if you want, but like if there's another team. Like, who do you think can make it?
It's the Lions.
You think it's the Lions?
And I honestly think that the Lions have the most momentum in the league right now.
I think I agree with you. Like, besides the Niners, like I think if there is one team to upset them, I think it's Detroit.
And I honestly, and yes, on paper it's a Detroit, but not Detroit. It's an upset, but I don't think Detroit winning that game is truly an upset. I really think that they're that good. And they're playing so good right now.
They're young and they're electric.
Yeah.
That's a tough offense to stop.
Let's not think that the 49ers are just going to cakewalk their way through. I know I said they're going to shit pump the Buccaneers, or Green Bay. No, who do they play?
They play
Green Bay, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but let's not think that Green Bay can't win this game. Jordan Love looks fantastic right now.
Yeah.
They put up 50 points on the Cowboys.
On them boys. We them boys.
It all comes back.
We them boys. Gassy, do you agree on the Lions? Or the Niners? You're on the Niners?
We know you. Yeah, Brock's better. Yeah, We know.
Gassy wants to see a Niners win bad. You want to see a Super Bowl win. You're ready to just
want
rub
it
it
for
in
the
everybody's
storyline.
face.
You want it.
I do like Detroit, and I agree that it wouldn't be a big upset if they beat San Fran, but I want to see my guy be the next Tom Brady.
The system is the system.
Yeah.
Yo, you could bring that up to Ethan, by the way, too. Brock Purdy.
We'll make a note of that on next week's show.
But again, B team, follow us, subscribe, comment because
Comment,
we're reading them and we're responding.
We're active.
So Steelers fans, again, I hope we're cordial.
No, we ain't.
You and Muller and me and I, or
No,
me and
we
I,
ain't.
me and you guys.
No, we ain't.
I still think y'all are babies,
I'm coming for y'all.
except for a couple. You know who you are. Go Jets.